Hi, my name is Mejia, and this is my persuasive speech. Imagine graduating from high school knowing how to solve algebra equations, but not knowing how to pay taxes, build credit, or manage a budget. Many young adults enter the real world completely unprepared for financial responsibilities. As bills pile up, debt increases, people often wish they had learned these skills earlier in life. One simple class could help students avoid years of financial stress and confusion. Today, I will be persuading you that schools should require students to take a financial literacy class. This topic is important because financial literacy affects everyone and can determine future success and stability. According to the National Financial Educators Council, many Americans lose money because they lack basic financial knowledge and money management skills. This shows that financial education is not just helpful, it's necessary. Today, I will cover the background of financial literacy education, the problems caused by the lack of financial education, and the solutions schools can provide through required financial literacy classes. First, I will go over the background of financial literacy by discussing the lack of money education in schools and the growing need for financial skills. For many years, schools have focused more on academic subjects like math and science than teaching students on how to manage money in real life. Students spend years of learning formulas, writing essays, and studying history, but many never learn how to budget, save money, or understand taxes. I think it is surprising students can graduate without learning how to pay bills or manage money, even though these are skills everyone needs. According to the Council for Economic Education, many states do not require a full financial literacy course for graduation. At the same time, financial knowledge has become more important than ever. The cost of living continues to rise, college tuition is expensive, and many young adults struggle with debt early in life. When I think about future expenses like college, rent, or a car payments, I realize on how important it is for me to understand money management early. According to the Federal Reserve Education, financial education helps students be informed and make informed decisions about saving, borrowing, and spending money. Now that I have covered the background of financial literacy education, next I will discuss the problems caused by the lack of financial education. Without financial education, many young adults struggle with budgeting, credit card debt, and managing loans. Imagine turning 18 and suddenly being expected to understand taxes, credit scores, and interest rates without ever learning about them in school. I know that if I were suddenly responsible for bills and loans without learning about them first, I would feel overwhelmed and stressed. According to the Consumer Financial Production Bureau, many Americans face financial hardship because they lack knowledge about budgeting and credit management. Poor financial decisions can also create long-term consequences. Bad spending habits, unpaid debt, or low credit scores can make it harder to buy a car, rent an apartment, or even qualify for certain jobs. It worries me that bad financial decisions at a young age could affect someone's future for many years. According to Experian, maintaining good credit is important because credit scores can affect housing, loans, and job opportunities. Now that I have discussed the problems caused by lack of financial education, lastly, I will go over the solutions schools can provide through required financial literacy classes. Required financial literacy classes in schools would teach students important life skills such as budgeting, saving, investing, and understanding taxes. These lessons would give students practical knowledge they could immediately apply in life. I believe students would feel much more confident entering adulthood if they already understood how to handle money responsibly. According to the Jumpstart Coalition for Personal Financial Literacy, students who receive financial education are more likely to make responsible financial decisions. Financial literacy classes can also help students become more independent and better prepared for adulthood. Instead of learning financial lessons through expensive mistakes, students could gain this knowledge before graduation. I will personally feel more prepared for my future if schools taught lessons about budgeting, taxes, and credit before graduation. According to Next Gen Personal Finance, financial education gives students practical life skills they'll use throughout adulthood. Today, I have covered the background of financial literacy education, the problems caused by the lack of financial education, and solutions schools can provide through required financial literacy classes. Remember, the students graduating without knowing how to budget, pay taxes, or manage debt. That reality affects millions of young adults every year. Financial literacy is not just another school subject, it's a life skill that can help shape a person's future. If schools truly want students to succeed in the real world, financial literacy classes should no longer be optional, but required. And that's my